Sweden drops out of joint European Union investigation, and they're refusing to share Nord Stream attack data that they have. Now, you could imagine what that means. What's the logic behind this? The logic is that they don't want anyone to know who is behind it. If they don't want to share their data, that means that they have found something, and that they're so afraid of disclosing this because of the fact that it may have to do with one of the world's superpowers, and they will not be able to withstand the blowback on them. So, citing national security concerns, Sweden has refused to join a joint investigation into the recent attack on the Russian-owned Nord Stream pipelines, gas pipelines 1 and 2. The country will not be joining the Eurojust joint investigation team, which would require them to share their findings with Germany and Denmark, according to Mats Ljungqvist, the Swedish prosecutor involved in the country's criminal investigation of these leaks. Activist Post reports, Sweden notably reported the detection of underwater explosion September 26, shortly after which large patches of roiling gas could be seen on the surface in the same area. Nearly 2 weeks later, Sweden's domestic security agency said their initial investigation into the explosions had strengthened the suspicions of serious sabotage. Eurojust, an EU agency which coordinates judicial cooperation in criminal matters among member states' agencies, said the joint investigation team is, quote, one of the most advanced tools used in international cooperation in criminal matters, comprising a legal agreement between competent authorities of 2 or more states for the purpose of carrying out criminal investigations, end quote. On Friday, Germany's Interior Ministry said that the German Federal Police had completed their part of the investigation and turned in their findings. Sweden's concerns over joining the team, which typically take 12 to 24 months to investigate, is directly linked to national security, according to Ljungqvist in a statement to Reuters. His remarks come after German news website Der Spiegel reported a similar situation, citing unnamed German security sources. It said that Sweden had rejected the idea of sharing information it uncovered from its probe into the Nord Stream leaks with Germany and Denmark, saying that the confidentiality level of the results of its investigation was too high to share them with other states. Lindqvist noted that outside of the proposed formal investigation team, Sweden had otherwise been cooperating with Denmark and Germany in investigating Nord Stream leak, according to the Epoch Times. Days earlier, Sweden said they were not willing to share information with Russia regarding their investigation. In Sweden, there is secrecy around preliminary investigation. That also applies in this case, said outgoing Prime Minister Magdalena Andersson in an October 11th statement to AP. Swedish Security Services spokesperson said they are working with other authorities, including internationally, as part of their own investigation. And more from the Epoch Times, Mimi Nguyen Lee. 4 leaks, a total of 4 leaks were detected on the Nord Stream pipelines. 2 on Nord Stream 1 and 2 on Nord Stream 2. So in other words, it was definitely a sabotage, as we could see. In late September, sparking widespread suspicions and concerns, included by NATO, of sabotage, while both Nord Stream pipelines, which travel through the Baltic Sea from Russia to Germany, were not in operation. Both were filled with gas that leaked to the surface of the water. Nord Stream 1 had recently stopped supplying gas, and Nord Stream 2 never began operating. The 4th leak off southern Sweden was reported by the Swedish Coast Guard September 29. The earlier 3 leaks were reported on September 26. Nord Stream AG, the operator of the network, issued a statement that flagged the close timing of the 3 leaks. It told reporters the destruction that occurred on the same day simultaneously on 3 strings of the offshore gas pipelines of Nord Stream system is unprecedented. Prior to reports about 3 leaks, explosions were recorded along the Nord Stream pipelines, A first explosion was recorded by seismologists early Monday southeast of the Danish island of Bornholm. A second strong blast northeast of the island that night was equivalent to a magnitude 2.3 earthquake. Seismic stations in Denmark, Norway, and Finland also registered the explosions. Chief of Russia's Foreign Intelligence Service told Russian TASS news agency on Friday that they have intelligence data on sabotage at the two pipelines but did not elaborate. Nord Stream 1 had been the main source of Russian gas to Europe until late August 19, when Russian state-owned oil and gas firm Gazprom shut off the gas for maintenance. In early September, Gazprom announced that it had abandoned plans to restart gas flows through the pipeline to Germany indefinitely, saying that an oil leak in a critical turbine was not yet fixed. Russia has blamed international sanctions over the war in Ukraine for deterring the pipeline's routine maintenance. Meanwhile, Nord Stream 2 never came into operation. Germany in February halted the certification of the gas pipeline shortly prior to Russia's invasion of Ukraine. At the time, German Chancellor Olaf Scholz said the refusal to certify the pipeline was in response to Russian President Vladimir Putin's recognition of the independence of two Russian-backed breakaway regions in eastern Ukraine. And this is on Zero Hedge, source on News Punch by Neam Harris. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.